Hi, this is Tim. In this video review, we're going to take a look at how you create question sets for the commercial occupancy permits and as well as the home occupation waiver applications. So from your home screen or any screen, hover over the settings button and select the utilities link from the drop menu. And on the utilities page, look for the occupancy section at the bottom, and we want to click on the manage questions link. So this is going to take us to the list page where all of the questions are already housed, if you will. And let's say we want to create a set from scratch. And it's going to be something that pretty basic, and it's going to be the setup for editing questions as well. So bear with us in this first video and we'll get to the others. So if I want to add a question set, and I'm going to take a look through here, and maybe I don't see bank. So I want to add a set of questions for bank applicants for a commercial occupancy application. This is on the demo site. I know there is a set of bank questions on the live site, but this is the demo site, so we'll use this here. So we're going to label it bank, and we're going to associate it with the commercial occupancy application. When I do that, I like to click Save right here, and then we're going to go back a step, but the system will list the bank questions now on the page, as you can see, and I like to review it, and I want to show you this one piece right here is that the system automatically defaults to insert total square feet and actual square feet on every set of commercial occupancy permit application questions. So you'll never have to type these, and the fee I know is driven by the under 35 or 3,500 square feet and above answers. So these two questions will always be on the question sets. You'll never have to type them in. So we can close this tab, and we're just going to go back and click on the edit link on the bank line, and we're going to add questions to the bank question set. Now we're going to have to select bank from here on the questions tab, and we'll just click on the add questions button. So the first question outside of the square footage, maybe we're going to put in is are drive-up services provided? And the help text is just that. It's text that will appear just underneath the question to guide the applicant, maybe help them determine what you're looking for. This will probably be a yes or no question, so we're going to select that type of answer. And the sort order will make it number 1. And the question type, there are several options here, and I'll just go through them real quick. I'll go through these real quick. The first one is text, which the answer box will then be a text box, and it'll allow the user to put in a longer response. Number is if you're looking for a specific number or any number, the system will limit the applicant to entering just a number for your answer. Same with currency. Dollar sign is allowed, and decimal points and cents. Multiple select would be a radio buttons type answer that you're going to let somebody pick multiple sets of, or multiple answers. Maybe, for instance, if we had asked what days of the week are drive-up services provided, you might want to use the answer type of multi-select to let them select what days of the week. In relationship to this question, are drive-up services provided, sounds like we're just looking for a yes or no answer, so we're going to select the single select question type. And I know we say question type here, but we're going to relabel this to say answer type. And then informational is just that. You can type a question up here, and it's just there to guide the applicant. That information. There will be no answer allowed or required for it. So we're going to select single select as our answer, and this brings us up to another piece. So when we do that, it says this question type allows the user to select a single item from a drop list. A selection is required for this question. Note that changing this question type will remove all saved options entered below. So there's the below sections where we're working, and we can insert some predefined fields, or you can add any custom options you want. So if you wanted to give them the colors of the rainbow, we could do this, add each one. But this one, we're going to insert yes or no as our predefined answers. Our other options are weekdays, business hours, where they select full day hours, business hours by the half-hour increments or the quarter-hour increments, and then the liquor options. So for this one, we're just going to click on select yes or no, and the system automatically inserts yes or no as our defined fields, and it puts them in that right sort order. We could edit these and move these up or down. No could be first and yes could be second, so that doesn't matter. So when we're finished with this question, we're going to click on the save button. And here's our first question. Are drive-up services provided? Let's add a second one. And let's ask this question, is there an outdoor ATM? And maybe say outdoor, meaning not inside the building, right? So just to give you an example of how some help text can be incorporated on the questions. So we know this is sort order number 2. We're gonna do another single select because it sounds like, again, we're asking a yes or no. We'll quickly insert the predefined yes or no, and then we're going to click on save. So pretty quickly we can start building up an arsenal of questions for our types. Let's say we wanted to get a more specific answer if there was an outdoor ATM. So I want to show you this is a conditional or question rule, which you'll see this tab right up here. And we're going to add a rule for here in a minute. So let's add a rule to is there an outdoor ATM. So we're going to type a question that might require a different response. So if we say if yes, meaning if yes there is an outdoor ATM, if yes, please tell us where the ATM machine is located on the premises. Now, it's not really a question, so it's a statement. So it's a conditional rule. And then maybe the help text is something like, please tell us which direction, north, south, east, or west on the lot the ATM is located. And this is going to be sort order number 3, and it's going to be text. Now when we select text, we can give them small, medium, or large, basically. Single line, multi-line, or large multi-line, up to 10 lines of answer, up to 10,000 characters. So we're going to go with a small multi-line in case somebody wants to really give us some good detailed answer. And we're going to click on save. Okay, so now we have our questions are building up. Are there drive-up services provided? Yes or no. Is there an outdoor ATM? Yes or no. If yes, please tell us where the ATM machine is located on the premises. Let's do one more question on this, and we're going to add, is there off-street parking? And our spell check doesn't like me, so we'll just put a hyphen in there. There we go. Help text if necessary. It's sort order number 4. Again, we'll do single select yes or no. And that's the best answer, right? And we'll click save. So now we've got our questions. And we could do a rule for off-street parking as well, and we can do that real quick. If yes, where is your parking located? Help text, no. It'll be number 5. We'll call it text, and we'll say small multi-line. And how about one more? Just for repetition's sake, we'll add one more rule just to show you can add one more target, and I believe we can. How many off-street parking spaces are available to your customers? So again, this is going to be another text answer. Actually, you know what? We'll just make it a number. We'll ask for a number response. How many? Okay, and we'll click save. So now all of our basic questions are saved, and this is for both of these processes. If you're going to make just straight questions, this is how you do it. And if you're going to make questions with some conditional responses attached to them, we'll do it this way as well. The best way, you got to make all the questions first, and then we can assign the answer questions to the rule questions, if that makes sense. So we're going to go here to the question rules, and we got to pick bank again. and we're going to add a question rule. So the source question, the very first source question was, is there an outdoor ATM? And you can see we list all the questions here. So we don't know which one is going to be your source and which one's going to be your target when you first type them in. But the sources are here and all of our targets. So here's one source, ATM, and here's the other, off-street parking. The targets are, if yes, please tell us where the ATM is located. And if yes, where is your parking? And if yes, how many off-street parking spaces? So we got our source question here is an outdoor ATM. The rule is if the answer is equal to yes, then we're going to ask them, if yes, please tell us where the ATM is located on the premises. And we explain here in friendly non-computer terms where the rules are. So when an outdoor ATM is equal to yes, then we want to show and require, please tell us where the ATM machine is located on these premises. Pardon my email. And we want to save that. So we're going to add one more rule for bank, and I think we're going to have two basically. So our next source question is there off-street parking? And we want to say when that question answer is equal to yes, then we want to say, if yes, where's your parking located? So now we're reducing our targets, and we'll save that. Let's see if we can add one more. Last one is there off-street parking? Equal to yes. How many off-street spaces are available to your customers? So this is how we set up these questions and rules when you have conditional questions that you want to ask something else. And the source question, again, we'll just review it real quick. Is there off-street parking? When the answer is equal to, or not equal to, but if it's equal to yes, we could also say if it's not equal to no, is equal to yes, how many, then we're going to ask how many off-street parking spaces are available to your customers. And we'll save this guy. So now we have just created a question set. We've named it bank. We've created questions that were associated with this question set of bank. We've got drive up. I can see a good thing we can fix here. Drive up services provided, yes or no. Is there an outdoor ATM, yes or no? If yes, please tell us where the ATM machine is located on the premises. Is there off-street parking? And its related questions. Now you can see I've put the sort order out of order here. I just need to add a 6. So we're just going to click on edit. And we're going to make this guy number 6. Click save. Now these guys should all be saved up in an order. Username, time and date stamps will all be archived so you can see who's created question sets. And we'll go back to question sets tab. Click on save. And our bank question sets should now be saved on our page and ready to be associated with a business type. So before I do that, I just want to take a look at them one more time. So now we've got total square feet, actual square feet. Again, these will always be here. Our first question, are drive-up services provided? Yes or no. Is there an outdoor ATM? Outdoor, meaning not inside the building. Yes or no. When they select yes, then this question will pop up on the application, but we show them all here on the review. Then we'll tell them where the ATM is located. Is there off-street parking? We've got yes. And 8, how many off-street parking spaces are available? So here are our question sets put together. The last thing we need to do when we create a new question set is to associate these questions with a business type. So we need to go back to utilities, and we want to come back down here to manage business types, and we want to select something that would have a bank associated with a bank question sets. I don't think we have bank in the demo site, so we're just going to add a business type here, and we'll call it bank. Banking institution. And commercial occupancy. Select a question set is going to be bank and a use group. I don't know what that'll be, so we're just going to call it, tell me right here. Let's say A2. The check boxes here, and this is good to review this as well. The business types, if air pollution would ever be involved, we'll queue them up when the inspections go out, so they'll know to notify the Missouri Department of Natural Resources. And then we want to make sure we check active and then save. So now we should have bank, probably on page 2, and our bank question sets have been associated with it. So we have a bank business type for the drop-down description. This is what will be selected on the application, and then these questions will be fill in on the application when this business type is selected on the application for commercial occupancy. And you can also sort these by commercial or home occupancy type, or search for it by keyword. Again, so we have utilities, we manage questions, we created a set of questions for the bank, we can review them, and we can edit and delete them as well. So if you wanted to delete these questions, maybe you want to take them out of circulation, that can be done, but you cannot delete a question set if they've already been used on an application. And then finally, once you've either created or edited a question set, you always want to make sure and get the most up-to-date questions associated with a business type. And that's it. That pretty much covers it in a nutshell. And I hope you found this useful. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.